My boyfriend constantly belittles me for going to college, saying I must have slept with a bunch of guys and taken on a bunch of debt in my stupid decision making, and I'm starting to think I should make a smart decision to GTFO. This is probably an odd issue. We've, 26F and 25M, been together for 6 months and it's been fun for the most part, but when he brings up subjects that involve higher education, he constantly puts down the idea of going to college, claiming it's a waste of money and a scam. I point out the necessity for there to be college, like doctors, etc., and he says that that's different. I ask him if it's an issue with costs instead of the idea of pursuing more education, and he said that you don't learn anything real in college. You can learn more by going out and doing hard work. I pointed out that anyone can make of their college experience what they want, but he waved this off. I don't bring these subjects up. It's been a more and more frequent topic and it's gotten under my skin. He knows I am a college graduate and that I worked really hard to get where I am today, but he will make comments like some people don't have the same opportunities as you do or the resources. I went to a community college before going to university and it saved me a lot of money. The money I did spend either came out of my own pocket or financial aid. I was working in retail part-time while going to school full-time. I have a career and my life has been fantastic and I love my job. He has a high school diploma and he works at a job that works for mentally and physically handicapped people. He had to get certifications to work at his job and to get promotions. Right now where he is at, he would need a degree to get another promotion, and I don't know if he is projecting his resentment about that onto me, but it's been annoying the hell out of me. I brought that up and he denies it and says that he's happy where he is at work-wise. FYI, I don't care about what he does as a job as long as he's happy. I make enough money to be comfortable on my own. He has made comments in the past that I would run off and marry a doctor over him because they make more money, and I have had to reiterate time and again that money isn't a deal breaker for me. This all has made me sit and think about the nature of our relationship. He does have insecurities, like if I don't text him back within a certain amount of time, he thinks the worst. 2 months into our relationship, he became paranoid that I had a vast history because I went to college and even thought that there was a tape of me out there because according to him, all college girls do that. What? I told him that he was crazy and that even if I had a large number of partners in the past, it had no impact on our current relationship. I've only been with 2 people, he's been with 8. I don't really feel happy anymore. He was a good friend, but as a boyfriend he sucks. He's a hypocrite and paranoid. Earlier today he made a comment about wanting to get me pregnant so that even if we broke up, a part of him would still be with me. WTF. I was like, I don't want kids, and he started insisting on changing my mind and that when I am pregnant I would feel differently. Luckily this was over the phone via text, or I would have walked away from him immediately. Did I just let crazy stickets die in me? Thankfully I've always insisted on protection until we both got tested for STDs. I would buy the protection, and I am on the pill. I guess this is a combination of venting and needing advice. We have mutual friends, so it's awkward to bring all of this to them. The cons are outweighing the pros in this relationship. It's only been 6 months and this type of stuff is surfacing. What would he be like at a year in? What would be the best way to cut this relationship and run without a big backlash? In my past 2 relationships, one was a mutual breakup and the other my SO came out of the closet, so there wasn't really any mess. If it does get messy, what's the best way to handle that? Commenter: you could make a circus tent with the amount of red flags in your post. Commenter 2: you need to leave and don't look back. Pregnancy threat aside, you shouldn't be with someone who looks down on your accomplishments. How can you let someone degrade your hard work? Up. I definitely have zero interest in having any type physical contact with him. It started out as little comments about the expensiveness of college and has progressed to this point. I don't want any part of that. Looking back, I see now that he was trying to chip away at my self-confidence and self-worth, and it makes me pretty angry. Update. Thank you all for the supportive comments. I read through each one and it's helped me build my resolve. I'm happy to announce that I dumped my ex-boyfriend. Yesterday I called a mutual friend that I am more close to than he is, and I asked her to sit in the car when I broke up with him. She agreed and I called and asked for him to meet us at the local park. I was apprehensive, but having my friend there made me feel safer. When he walked to my car, I stepped out and broke the news to him that I wasn't interested in continuing the relationship. He didn't take it very well and began to rant and yell loudly about how he just knew I was cheating on him and seeing someone else on the side. How I never loved him and that he just knew that I was a CNT because I didn't rush into the relationship at the speed he wanted me to. Apparently moving in together at 3 months equals showing you love someone? I thought I would get emotional or angry, but somehow I kept grounded and told him that his erratic behavior and demeaning attitude is what turned me off. The fact that he didn't respect my wishes not to have kids was the breaking point for me, and that I wasn't a broodmare destined to be pregnant and barefoot in the kitchen. He began to spout whatever. You just used me yada yada, and I gave him back the only property he left at my house, a DVD of Guardians of the Galaxy, and said my goodbyes and wished him luck. He then demanded that I give back any gift he had given me during the course of our relationship. I told him nope, that I was keeping my box set of Downton Abbey and that because it was a gift it was legally mine. My friend and I left, and she was surprised by his irrational paranoid behavior. Among our mutual friends, he's the happy-go-lucky type of guy that everyone likes. I wasn't going to go off about how he was a terrible person because that would take me down to his level. I bought my friend takeout as a thank you, and 2 hours after I got home I guess it really sunk into him that we were done, and I started getting calls, texts, and messages on FB. The voicemails and texts he left were pretty nasty, and I texted back that if he contacted me again I would consider it harassment and go to the police. I blocked him on FB and marked his number as spam on my phone. It was quiet until late last night when I got a text from an unknown number, either from someone else's phone or he used an app to get another number, and it was a picture of him getting a BJ from an unknown female. I knew it was him because he has a scar on his lower abdomen that's several inches in length from a surgery years ago. I wish I could say that I publicly embarrassed him by posting the picture on FB or sent it to his mom, but I didn't. I don't know what the laws are for revenge videos in my state, and he's just not worth the risk. Also, I don't think the girl in the picture was aware of the fact she had her picture taken, her eyes were closed, and she doesn't deserve public humiliation over what a mentally unstable ex did. This morning I changed my number and gave it out to only a select few. Also, I do have a security system in my house and 2 surveillance cameras for my front and back doors. Yay for previous burglary paranoia. The front has a view of my lawn and driveway, and my back has a view of my entire backyard. If he attempts any type of vandalism or shows up to my house, I would get it on tape. It's been quiet. I called in sick today to give myself a me day. I'm going to spoil myself with Amazon purchases and eat some Thai food. Thank you all again for leaving awesome comments. It helped a lot. Commenter: lol, he probably had that picture for a while. How embarrassingly childish to send it though. I bet he thinks you're crying and pining away for him. Yet I'm sure all this behavior is just convincing you even more that you were right in breaking up. Anyway, you dodged a missile, so take care of yourself, and good luck. I doubt his antics will stop at this. If anything, this is the eye before the storm. You cutting off all his attempts at contact and not engaging him will really set him off, so watch out. Don't be afraid to get a restraining order. Up. Thank you, definitely dodged a nuclear bomb, lol. Tomorrow I will be heading to the local PD with a picture and evidence of his messages and etc. to see what can be done. An hour ago I started getting mean-natured messages on my FB other folder from a fresh account under his name calling me a mud shark and various other insults. I changed my privacy settings. Just more kindling to the fire.